Hello, internet friends. Sorry, I'm just finishing a little munch while we get started here. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Maker Milo. And hello, Sparks on Tap. I'm very happy you guys are here. And hello to all 23 of you. I'm going to finish this because I'm starving and I forgot to pack a lunch. Then we're going to talk. Let me know where you're coming in from in the chat. And let me know how my audio levels are, because I can go higher if you guys want higher as well. Remember to hydrate. And we'll get going. All right. Thank you. And I'm sorry. So let me start this off by saying I should not be doing this right now. I should be finishing the SV08 project, but we're kind of stuck on that. Jack of Jack's Macintosh fame, who's in the chat, tried to help with it yesterday, and we're kind of just stuck. And I promised myself I wouldn't start any new projects until that's done, but that is going to be a long time. So you guys know that I built the ERCF, the Enraged Rabbit Carrot Feeder. I did the Physec kit, and it was real challenging, and I never got it working 100%. I got it working like 80%, and it's just not been reliable for me. And a lot of people have told me not only that the Box Turtle by Armored Turtle is a much easier system to build, but also that it's much more reliable. If you have no idea what all these acronyms mean, ERCF, AMS, all that, we're talking, oh wow, look at that. We're talking about a open source, DIY, make it yourself, multi-material system. As you can see, the LDO BT AFC kit, automated filament changer. I'm realizing this is upside down, and that's probably annoying for you guys. So I'm going to turn it right side up. Let's see. Do we want to mirror, or do we just want to rotate? I feel like we just want to rotate. I mean, I guess we could mirror, but then actually, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Let's rotate. There. That feels more like what's happening. So I do want to thank LDO Motors for sending over this kit, which looks amazing. LDO makes very beautiful kits. Also, before we get too far into it, I want to thank PCBWay for sponsoring our live streams. You're going to see some custom PCBs made in here. And if you ever need custom PCBs, PCBWay is your one-stop shop, not just for PCBs. Here, look, I even have, they make a great pillow blanket. For all things, whether it's injection molded parts or 3D printed parts or custom machined aluminum or titanium, PCBWay has you covered. I highly recommend you check them out. There's a link in the description. You can save $5 on anything you order using my link. And I'm really happy to have them as a sponsor. They support the heck out of me. So yeah, tool changers are meant to be left waiting. Completing a 57 swap in under, wow. Wow. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna try and do more building than I normally do, which means inevitably I'm gonna pay less attention to the chat. Let me go get the printed parts that I forgot. I just knocked a sound panel off the wall, which I do probably once a week, so that's lovely. Where do I have all the printed parts? Here. I think they are here. Where are you, printed parts? They weren't here. I should have built one already before I went live, but I forgot that I need printed parts. But at least you guys can hear me with the live one. Nope, that's not it. Dude, where did I put all the parts? Let's see. Entertain yourselves for a moment, because I actually don't know where I put all the printed parts. I think this might be it. Ow. All right, we have printed parts. Great. Check us out. So once again, let me thank LDO Motors. Let me thank Armored Turtle and the Armored Turtle community for making this. And let's do this thing. Oh, wow, 66 people. All right. Great. Let's do this thing. So printed parts here. And the whole thing is this is supposed to be much easier to build than the ERCF and much more reliable. And we're going to see, because I have not been able to really enjoy my Voron 2.4 since, sorry ERCF team, but since I put the ERCF on. It definitely can't do filament swaps, and it also just hasn't been reliable even for single color printing. Now that's on me, I'll admit. Like, if I had more time to put into it, then I would. And I would probably be able to get great results, but I just haven't been able to. Okay, due to an issue with switches missing levers, a simple modification is required when you receive. Okay, so we'll hold on to that. AFC updates, your software setup is so swift. Okay, I think you guys are talking to one another, which is good. I like that. All right, documents inside. We have documents. Wow, that is super nice. Look at that. It's not just printed, it's actually foiled on. No kidding. Ah, it's a checklist for everything I need to print. We got some nice stickers. We recommend double checking all the parts. I'm totally not going to make you guys sit through that where I check every single part. That would be pretty unfair of me to expect. All right, now here's the cool thing about Armored Turtle. Just for the box alone. Here's the cool thing about the Armored Turtle is, whoops, they have not a manual, they have like an online thing. Before we get to that, let's see the docs. Hold on. Okay, before we get to that, hold on, because I do have to change filament. I just heard a 36-hour print go beep. So just sit tight, guys, and we're gonna change filament here. Okay. Okay. Another roll bites the dust. And retract. Okay. Good. And I am going through this Polysonic PLA like it's going out of style. Thank you, Polymaker, for being the official filament sponsor of the channel. And pretty much everything you guys are going to see is printed in Polymaker. So that's nice. I'm coming back. This filament doesn't have auto load and unload, or this printer doesn't have. All right, pop, 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 pop. We don't want this print to fail. All right, extrude. Come on. We're not doing it. What? Filament won't go in the hole, guys. Hang on. This is very odd. Sorry, let me give it one more chance. Here we go. All right. And resume. Great. Another spool bites the dust. Sorry, guys. I'm getting really good at throwing empty spools across the room. And we're back. Okay, so let's see what we got. I guess let's look at the manual first. Introduction. Oh man, you guys are blocking like half the screen here. Let's try this. Okay, here we go. All right, and what's behind? We don't want to show whatever's here. Okay. Basic use. This manual presents each of the steps. Top of the page. Interesting. Okay, primary color, I think was black. That's so cool. Accent color, I chose orange. Frame color is black. Yalla. I think you can buy the kit at Fabrico. Okay, cool. Next. STL zip generator. Well, I already printed everything, so let's hope. I did all the, I couldn't wait. I printed everything. Huh, kits are not available yet. When building from a kit, you'll need to select the printed corners option unless... All right, let's just hope I printed everything correctly. Great. How to get help. Primary color. Accent. Quantity. Great. Okay, that I know from Voron Life. ECAS4. The button couplers. And to be tight, your tolerances aren't bad if they take some persuasion. Okay. Cool. I believe there is not a PDF. You will notice arrows rendered in many assembly steps. Red is a final action, fully securing a screw. Blue is loose assembly that will be revisited later. And green is an adjustment. All right. Next section, here we go, guys. Oh, great. I see by the use of the word we, that there are people in the chat who know what the heck we need to be doing, which is fantastic. All right, let's do some heatset inserts, apparently. I always like having people in the chat who know what's up. That looks like support material that needs to be removed. And before you guys say it, yeah, my prints are not the prettiest. I printed this on a bunch of different printers, half of which are not fully configured. You know, I'm always testing printers. I don't want to hear it. The print quality is nice enough. I think that's this. Required parts. Let's move this. Let's get any old soldering iron. I don't really care. I'm not particular. Okay, let's use this at 300C. And to be honest, I have a ton of M3 inserts on the floor, so I'm going to use those first. Because I just today was crawling around on the floor and I noticed, oh man, I must have spilled a bucket of heatset inserts. So let's use them. All right. That's a good start. Okay. Heatset inserts. And no, I don't have a heatset insert tool. I'm not even using the right soldering head here. Like I said, I'm not picky. I like that this one heats up in under 7 seconds. It does the job. Love the single color skirts. Ah, they were supposed to be multicolor? Yeah, I remember they were supposed to be multicolor. Meh. It's okay. I've realized with the ERCF that in the background, that orange stands out a lot. Make a note of the multiple orientations of the extruder assemblies can be installed on the underside. Am I turning off the iron? I guess I am. Only takes 7 seconds. All right, make note of the multiple. I'm trying to do better about actually reading the instructions when I'm on a live stream because I end up making mistakes and they cost me so much time. And then my live streams turn into 7-hour behemoths where I just hate my life. So excuse me if I read and am quiet for a second. Okay, I don't know what that means yet, but more heatset inserts. Okay, it would have been nice to know that, but that's fine. It's cool. This is the last step of this section. Ah, okay, good. Very nice. Thank you. This is the last step. Now, is that for each one of these? Because there's a bunch of them. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Let's line these all up. God, these prints look god-awful. They really do. I'm not even gonna lie. So let's clean them up. Let's get the supports off. Yep, I will definitely read the manual, RTFM, because my live streams become real frustrating. Because I feel like if I'm not talking, it's this weird thing I have where I feel like if I'm not talking, I'm boring you guys. But in the end, it's better to have 20 seconds of silence every minute than have the live stream become this awful, useless video that no one can follow along. Although I'm sure Milo has done a lot of content on how to do this correctly. And probably Robert has as well. I can't wait to have my Voron back. I don't even care, honestly, I don't even care about the color changing anymore. I just want it to work properly. Now, this, for those of you who know, answer if you can, this works with happy hair as well, right? Which I'm not super sure how I feel about it. Have I checked out the Pico MMU? Not only have I not checked it out, I haven't even heard of it. Yeah, I don't remember what printer I printed this on, but these are not very nice prints. I think I probably was testing, I won't shame the printer, but I was testing a printer that has since gotten a lot of profile and firmware updates. Ah, you don't do build content. I see. Well then. I know I'm late to the Armored Turtle party, so I'm sure someone has done more useful content than I for this. I don't know what happened there. The previous manual page is important. Let's go back. I was supposed to put heatset inserts, or I took it as, oh, okay, so what software do I use for this? I took this page as AFC. I don't know what AFC is, sorry. You gotta understand, I'm the 3D printing YouTube community's most lovable idiot. Like, I wish I had time to research every project I do a lot better, but I don't. So I bring a lot of publicity to projects, but I think I become a huge burden on the developers. I certainly did for the ERCF because I had a lot of questions. I, to be honest, didn't really have a lot of time to do my research. What is AFC? What does that mean? Armored, it's something specifically for Armored Turtle? Because I'll admit, I'm grateful to Happy Hair and Moggy and that whole team, but I haven't been loving Happy Hair. Ooh, AT has its own software. Thank goodness. Okay. Sorry, Happy Hair team. I just, personally, I find it, I don't like the interface as much of Happy Hair. I don't want to throw shade because, again, I appreciate people doing hard work, open source work, but, you know, different flavors. Okay, now someone said this is important. If you are using no hardware trays, I don't remember if I printed those, but I don't think I did, you'll have enough heatset inserts to populate all 4 mounting holes on each trays. I'm just going to follow what this said. I don't know why someone said this is important. So, okay, we need to put a lot of heatset inserts now. This is the beauty of LDO kit. Let's see. Stepper kit, everything is labeled, everything is beautiful. We've got our extrusions, that's our board. Here's all our hardware, TN, buffer, and beta. I don't know what a TN buffer is, and I don't know what BT mounts are. I see heatset inserts, but I don't think this is them. If you have spare heat inserts, it's not important. That I would concur. I just found a big old bag. Hardware for wheel. We're not on wheel yet. You have no hardware trays, and it's important because all 4 extruders go into different holes. I see. Look how beautiful this kit is. I want to try and not do what I always do, which is make a god-awful mess. Heatset inserts brass. 70 pieces. I think those are... It's in the main AFC bag. Yeah, that's this. Wow, you guys are sure a lot of help. I'm very glad that I asked Milo to post in the community, because it's so helpful to have. I hope I give back to the community and like bring more exposure to the project instead of just being a toddler that you guys have to babysit. That's always my goal. I do this stuff, A, because I want, I want this product, obviously. I'm a maker first. But B, because I really want to bring exposure to these projects. Okay. So we got a lot of heatset inserts. Yeah. And of course, I'm sure someone will want to critique my technique, but the way I do it is I take a soldering iron, push them in, slam them down on the ceramic table. I think I'm part of the Discord. To be honest, I never use the actual Discord app. I use an app that forwards all my Discords there, my private chats, and even in my own Discord, I don't really hang around in the groups, but I'll probably dip in and say hey and thank people and show progress. Okay, I'm just doing all the same holes for each one, just to be thorough. And yeah, I do it this way. I put it on with my fingers. Not advised to do it that way, but I like my way of doing it. By the time I would like load them and use a insert tool and stuff, it just takes too much time. And I never have a problem with not straight inserts. But I'm also open if someone has better ways. Of course, I am always open to feedback. I do love doing heatset inserts. I worry that it's not super healthy doing them on ABS, but all right, now we got to do this one. I feel like I need a tray or something, so I'm not fishing in the bag. New person here. I've never heard of this AMS. Is it supported by? No. Bamboo Lab doesn't support anything except their own products. This is an open source AMS that I think would work on any Klipper machine. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But really is designed, I think, for Vorons mostly. You know what's ironic? Of all the ways I've burnt myself and hurt myself, heatset inserts is not one of them. And let me tell you, I've done some damage over the years to these poor hands. All right, so that's all those. Now let's sweep back and do... the end is supposed to have holes on it, and it doesn't. It looks like it should have one hole here. Why does it not? Thank you to whoever just subscribed. And there's also none here. Ah, okay. If you using no hardware trays, skip to page 5 after installing the heatset inserts on the... Yeah, it said that. Not designed for Voron, it just looks very similar. Okay, so now we need to do all these. AMS is a product name. Yeah, this is I would call it a multimaterial system. 1. Look how fast I can crank these bad boys out. God, I hope this is a better experience than the ERCF. I'm sorry, ERCF team. I love you guys. I really do. Mark, I love you. Silverback, I love you guys. I think it's amazing what you built. I struggled a lot. Building it, I struggled a lot. I'm not going to throw it in the trash, though. Maybe one day I'll put it on another printer, but I just really struggled. And ultimately, it's probably my fault. It's probably my tolerances or how I assembled or how I damaged, but it wasn't idiot-proof, and I'm an idiot. It's a multicolor system, that's right, not a multi-material system. And yeah, everyone, Jason promised me. He's like, I promise you it'll be easier. All right, let's turn off our soldering iron. So those are the undersides. Okay, let's go. We're on page 4 of 21. Attach the bars. Secure bars to trays using M3x8 socket head screws. Okay. M3x30. Oh, I love hardware bags. I just love them. These look like M3x6. Let me show you guys what I'm doing. I love a good bag of hardware. M3x8. Bars. Bars, yo. Anybody? No? Bars. Don't roll away, soldering iron. You're very hot. Hey, you guys want to see? I mean, you can't see, but I did an entire multi-board for the entire wall back here, which I can take off if I want to stand there. But now I don't have my tools everywhere. I just put them behind. And you know, like if you've ever seen a lot of my live streams, there's a couple things we always do. One is find that part, which is what we're doing right now. It's a game where we have to find that part. Here's a bar. Another one is I give you guys a Yiddish word of the day, even though I don't speak Yiddish. Yeah, that's a bar. I think that's a bar. It looks like a bar. And another thing is I inevitably lose my tools, and then I make you guys find the tools. Going like, does anyone see where my tools are? Can you please tell me? So now that part of my live streams should be no more. Are these bars? I don't think I got the right bars. It would really suck if I didn't have the bars. And I could print them, but they're supposed to be black, right? For angling extruders for a smoother filament path. Which holes are you talking about? These? All these? But what about these? These as well? Hardware trays are for smaller print beds. Wait a minute. No need for bars. That's what I was gonna say. Okay, cool. Do you guys want me to do heatset inserts in these holes? 1, 2, but I assume not 3, 4. All right, let's do it. You said it's optional, but let's just hammer them out because I'm here. And you said it might make things easier. And I like easy. And also my soldering iron takes 7 seconds to heat up. So let's frickin' go. I like having the option. I like having the flexibility. Let's do this. I love doing heatset inserts. I'm not even gonna lie. Not 3, 4. Yeah, got you. I love this community. I'm gonna have a video coming out pretty soon. Like tomorrow, probably. which is going to be one of my most ranting and whiny videos ever. But one of the things is, like, I really love this community and I love these people. And I feel at home with you guys. It's just, we all just want to make stuff and support people making stuff. I pretty much gave up on the ERCF, yeah. I mean, it works. It's just not reliable enough. Like, I can calibrate it and configure it so one side, like a few of the gates are reliable, but then the other half of it is not reliable, and vice versa. And so I kind of just gave up. I might fix it, I might not. It would be really nice to be able to print 12 colors on a printer. Right now I don't have any printers that can do 12 colors. I have one that can do 8. But I don't have that many Bamboo AMSs anymore. But no, I will not get the new Elegoo machine. Pretty done doing reviews. And they wanted a peer review. I said, guys, I can't. I don't have enough space to just take printers for review. Yeah, it's basically the gear meshing. And I think tolerances between the parts and or maybe my rods are bent. Like, it's actually, no, it's not the gear meshing. It's the servo won't close all the way. And if I loosen it, then the other side is too loose, and on and on. All right. Maybe we should plug this iron in case we need it later, but I don't think I have a cable handy. All right, whatever. I can just use this. I am so happy, you guys, that everything is going USB-C, and it makes me want to throw away everything I have that is not USB-C. But I've got a ton of legacy stuff. Okay, we don't need bars. Ooh, this looks intimidating. Install D2HW switch. All right, let's play Find It Apart. Damn, that was a very disappointing round to find that part. How many BTs? What is a BT? Oh, box turtle. Build more box turtles. Wait a minute, you can do more than one box turtle? I didn't know that. All right. Insert an M63 RZZ bearing. Do you guys want to see the instructions or not really? Like, does it make sense for you guys to see the instructions, or is that boring? Micro switches. 6 box turtles on a stealth changer. Wow, that would be crazy. Y'all are nuts, and also have so much more free time than me. As I said, I shouldn't even be doing this. Huh, there's a little turtle in the box. Very sweet. I went all USB-C cables and got some little adapter nubs. Yeah, that's a good idea. This holds 4 filament rolls. Okay, these appear to be self-tapping screws. So where are the micro switches? Is it in the AFC bag, main kit? Probably, because everything seems to be in here. These are extruders, extruder gears, drive gears. This is hardware. Those are bearings, but not the right ones. Those are couplers. Those are MJF nylon printed. Dude, this is intimidating a little bit. There's all kinds of stuff that I don't even know what it is. Like, what is this? This is a motor? Intense. There's fans. I don't know, guys. This is not looking simpler. This is looking very complex. D2HW switch. That's what I'm asking. Buffer, stepper kit, board. Yo, where are you at? D2FL cable. Ah, the micro switches are pre-wired. These are the drive motors? Wow. I figured you would use steppers, because there's steppers in this kit. All right, now we also need to find the bearings. Here's the micro switch. I'm starting to feel a little overwhelmed here with the amount of parts. These are not the right bearings. Ah, wait, but these are. Huh, they were magnetized to something else. Okay, insert a bearing. Keep an eye on the time. Hydration break. Sorry if you guys hear slurping. All right, bearing, I guess, goes here. What I don't understand is there's something, actually, there's a couple of things I don't understand. One, it looks like the bearing should go like this, but it doesn't. It goes like this. I don't understand why the bearing would go like that when there's no hardware going through it. There's nothing going through the center bore. Like, I mean, I understand that there's going to be a micro switch there. Is the bearing just to provide a smooth surface that the micro switch is going to push up against? Know what I'm saying? Look at that. I put it in there. It goes in nicely. But I don't understand why you would use a bearing and put it in there. Huh, okay. Got it. So the bearing is in lieu of a steel ball. Okay, that's what I wasn't understanding. Trust the process, Jonathan. Trust the process. Now we take one of these little buggeroonies. Secure with an M3x10. Now it doesn't say to take off the switchy switch, so I'm not gonna. Ah, these are different. Okay, got it. I was using the wrong one. A. None of that. None of that. Okay, there's two different kinds of micro switches. These are the D2HW, down to hardware. They secure with an M3x10. More reliable than ball bearings. I like reliable. That's very tight in there. I think it's supposed to be because there's only one screw securing it. Now we want M3x10s. You know what would be nice? I gotta be honest. This would be so much work and such a hassle. But it would be so nice. Actually, no, it wouldn't. Cyborg does this. They just use a tackle. I was gonna say if all this stuff shipped in a Gridfinity box, you know, it would be so nice. Cyborg ships all their stuff in a tackle box, and it's pre-organized, so you don't have to go through baggies, and it saves a lot of plastic baggies that are single use. I would like to see that. Yeah, you guys are delayed, but I already figured out the whole thing. Okay. Ensure your switch is wired. It is. Don't over tighten. It's threaded into plastic. Now look how cool. I've just got my drivers right here. That's not the right one. And I don't have to lose them on the table. Expensive. Yeah. Yeah, I think a tackle box is a better idea, the way that Cyborg does it. They just use one of those cheapy cast, you know, clear plastic tackle boxes, and they fill it up. And I imagine it saves a lot of labor because someone doesn't have to open the baggie, fill the baggie, close the baggie, label the baggie. They just drop all the screws in, and then they print one thing on the top. Okay, that's that. That was easy. Now is the time to be sure that your filament pathways are clear and unobstructed. I don't have any filament here, of course. Let's go get a piece of filament. Okay. Got my snips right here. All right. Which part am I making? This appears to be some kind of hub. Well, look at that. It rolls very nicely. I'll give it that. Filament path. This one seems a little obstructed. Thanks again to Polymaker for all of this wonderful filament. Okay, good. Good. All clear. Okay. Good. Next. Okay, a coupler. Coupler. This is a ECAS4 coupler. They're tight. Persuasion tool may be necessary. Endutoir. Wow. Persuasion tool is necessary. It's never far. Headphone warning. Spin it in each of the holes. Sure, I'll do that in a sec. Headphone warning. That is beyond tight. Do we see why I don't use wood countertops? I'm really hamming this thing. It's not going in. All right, here we go. I'm going to give it a good crack. Still no. Oh, I need to remove the rubber seal? Well, that would explain why. I didn't realize I need to take out the rubber seal. No biggie, no biggie. We good, we good. It's still good. This is why we have live chat. What is inside this? I think there's a piece of it broken inside now. Little something strange inside, piece of the rubber seal or something. I have extras of these, which is why I'm kind of not concerned. Read the manual. Yeah, it says as shown. Well, amazing how that fits perfectly. No, it doesn't seem to be damaged. It still does its clicky thing. All right, let's do more of them. I also have orange ones that I'm saving for a special project. I don't know what that special project is, but... Ah, there's a little black part that remains, yeah. That's normal. Okay, cool. Oh, weird. On this one, the seal came off in 2 pieces. I'm confused. Yeah, the black part should stay on. It did not on one of them. I think this one is acting up. Yeah. Let's get you back in there. I just realized you guys don't see. Ah, you do see. Okay, good. I think with the rubber seal removed, I can probably do this by hand without a persuasion tool. Nope, not even close. Get in there. I just prefer the persuasion tool. I'd rather be certain. Headphone warning. Be careful with that. Yep. You're obviously new around here. I don't want to break the one on the back, is the thing. So kind of doing some weird angle stuff. There. Why don't we use a screw-in one? Because what's the fun in that? Beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I totally should be filming B-roll, by the way, and I'm not. Okay. Next. Support removal. Remove the supports as shown. Rear right skirt. That's not that. This looks like a skirt, but it's not. Ah, wait, we gotta play find that part. Find that part. I perpetually live in fear that I didn't print something. Wait a minute. Is it possible that I just printed the whole thing as one piece? You know? I need the B-roll sign, totally. Totally, but I just don't want to record B-roll right now. You know, I just want to make stuff. All right, Yiddish word of the day is schmattes. It's like, I taught you guys on another stream, dreck, which is like garbage. Schmattes is like filth. This is all, my table is now covered in schmattes. You see this schmattes? Yiddish word of the day. Enjoy. Go forth and use it. I don't think that there's a rear right skirt part. Is it possible that I printed it all as one piece? I remember there was a choice of whether or not to break some stuff up. Yeah, everything in the tub is 3D printed. Well, look at that. Nope, this isn't it. New Yiddish word of the day, fakakta. Like, damn. That damn thing. Where is this fakakta thing? That looks like it's a support. I'm gonna break it off. No, I'm not. I'm gonna wait until I'm told. Where is this fakakta part? That's a support. Anybody? Like I said, I feel like I printed, let's just move on. Schmattes. It is Soas wie Schlons. I don't know what that means. I don't actually speak Yiddish, yeah? Schmack, I think, is schmuck. Yeah, schmuck. Common slang. Common slang. Okay. So here's where we're at, guys. I can't find that part. Wait. It's not that. How do we realistically order this to Israel? That's a great question, and I unfortunately do not know the answer. Shmatis is Yiddish. Can someone help me out with this rear right skirt thing? Like, was I supposed to print it and I just didn't? Or is this it? This probably isn't it. I hate getting stuck on stupid shit like this. And I guess let's just print it. I feel like there was an option to do everything together. One last round to find that part. It's not here. Let's print it. Monolithic skirts are very long parts. Correct. I have some very large printers. The part with the hole is back central, right? And then I've got these, which feel like they're back rear skirts. I've got this thing. But I don't understand where this fan is supposed to go. Verkakt, definitely German. Yeah, in Yiddish you would say verkakte. Verkakt, I guess is how you actually say it. Yeah, I printed the skirts as mono, but then where does this verkakte fan go? Because there's no holes in my skirts. See what I'm saying? Must just be missing a part. Oh, wait a minute. Son of a gun. Look at that. I didn't recognize it, but this is it. Ha. Glad I didn't give up. I was about to. All right. Let's do this. Let's see how they are supposed to come out. Yeah, mine doesn't really look like theirs, but that's it. Mine looks a little longer. You think that support wants to come out? Because I don't. Wow. Ha ha. Spread it on the floor. Do you know what the floor is like in here, man? It's so disgusting. Full of plastic and sawdust. Get on out of here. Ooh, that's nice. That's satisfying. All right. Next. And we gotta get rid of that. 4 M3 by 16s. 3 by 10. Is this what was in the main bag? Yes. Let's see what. M3 by 16. 4 pieces. Almost as if it's intentional. Okay, let's get that fan. Fan, fan, fan. I'm a fan. Verkakt. So what does it actually mean? And I did not pay for the kit. LDO provided it free of charge. Thank you, LDO, for your ongoing support of the channel. put our tools back. And let's see, are we at 1 hour? We aren't yet, so we'll thank our other sponsor in a moment. So verkauft is like, I fucked up. Yeah, I messed up. This is a little bit of a long screw, in my opinion, for what we're doing, but fan really won't go anywhere. I also think that 4 is a little overkill, but fine. I'm getting the vibe of the designers. Very thorough. I would have just done 2. It costs $300. Wow, that's not cheap for a kit. That's about what I think probably the big Tree Tech fully built one is going to cost. It might cost less even. So that's not cheap for a kit. Okay, let's read while we do the next couple screws. Support removal. Corner printed. Okay, we'll find those. I already see some. Yeah, $300 isn't cheap, and then factor in probably another 20 or 30 bucks worth of filament. But I wonder if it'll get cheaper over time. And LDO does make a premium product. The fan is also completely unnecessary. LDO's products are never the cheapest in the market. I already put it on. Whatever. It's here. All right, support removal. I need to get in the habit of putting my screwdrivers back. That's a corner piece. That's a corner. No, that's not a corner piece. That's a corner piece. I guess that wants to be a corner piece. No, it's not. I'm supposed to have 4 of these. I'm not feeling like I do. Again, but I don't have what I need. It was inevitable that I would be missing some printed parts. It would appear that this one I printed 1 of instead of 4. And this support already came out by itself, I think. Or I just didn't put it. Okay, we need to print more of these. Corner printed. Let me go clear the printer. It's already got some ASA loaded in it. We'll do this. Okay, let's print some corners. Yeah, that's fair. Who knows what the actual price will be of the VVD when it actually comes out anyways. Okay. Those are for another project. I'm bummed that I don't have all the parts that I need. But let's get them going. So, Box Turtle. Do I have the files still? No. Do I? No. All right, let's download the files. Box Turtle, GitHub. We need the, what's it called? 4x corner printed STL. Printed corners, corner printed. Download. You know what? This might not even be the one that I have. I might have just not printed this at all. Did I or did I not? Well, now I lost the one that I had. Where are you? Did I take it in the other room with me? Probably. I did not. Where are you? Does anyone see it? I had one. Now I have none. Ah, here it is. And yeah, this is exactly what we need. Yeah, I probably should have used a Google Sheet. No doubt. No doubt. P1S. Let's discard the changes. We'll print on Polylite ASA. Strength 4 perimeters. Gyroid 20%. Okay, slice. Great. Conflicts of G code. Why? Because supports are on. We don't need supports. All right. I'm having a problem, as always, with the cloud. ASA. I'm printing an ASA. Let me just send it, and then we'll figure it out. Oh, wait. I need to put... Oh, I freaking hate all these cloud services, and they never work. It's just frozen now. Sometimes they work, and then the last like week I've had no success. All right, it needs to go in extruder 1 or slot 1. Failed to upload. Lovely. Yeah. About the supports, I got you. Sending through the cloud service. .2 megabyte file. Shouldn't be hard. I'm not going to say which cloud, but yes. All right, let's get the extrusion assembled. Okay, cool. I'm just going to go start the print. I have to actually physically go and start the print. Make sure that we're... Okay. Put down some Magigoo, just for insurance. Great. Good to go. Oh, we got another printer stuck. Hang on. Hold up. All right. Got a lot of printers running. Cool. Where are we at? So we have this thing. Okay. Let's go back to the instructions. And we're doing this. Thread 2 M5 by 16s. Okay. I'm going to get some of these M3 screws out of my way and start putting stuff back in the box. And bags that are empty on the floor. M5 by 16. This looks like an M5 by 16. Food and clothing per month. Wow, you live in a much cheaper city than I do. And yeah, you probably hear printers. There's a lot of them running. M5 by 16 into the 360 millimeter extrusions. Let's get them. Let's take a moment to thank aluminum extrusions for being so awesome and being the basis of all our projects. What a wonderful invention. Just a genius invention, whoever thought of it. Those are really, really well wrapped. One. Two. I probably need a trash can back here. Those look like they're 360. Okay. Thread them through like this. Blue arrows signify that you do not want to fully tighten these. You got it, champ. Wonder how long it's going to take till we get the other ones. If I were really impatient, I would start one on each printer, but I'm too lazy to slice it for 3 different printers. Okay, those are nice and loose. How long did the slicer say it's going to take? 2 hours. Wonderful. But at least we can move on to other stuff, like getting this fan in there. Slot the rear panel skirts into the extrusions as shown. Fan goes up. Oh, that's pretty. That's a very clever design. It just goes right in there. And we've got our rear skirt goes here. Oh, wonderful. Really nice, really nice, really nice. Blacked out. I probably should have paid a little more attention and, you know, done the whole colored thing. But now, what about the last one? Is this the last one? I think it is. Seems to be. Luda mode. Yeah, that's a good idea. I could do that. All right, now I need another one of those. What I should have done is I should have done one at a time. M3 by 16 through the printed corner. You may now fully tighten. Well, I guess we're going to have to wait on that piece and we'll come back to it. Yep, exactly, Thunder Keys. You're super helpful. Thank you. All right. Rear extrusion assembly. Slot the hub into the skirt. As long as we keep it this way. This manual's pretty slick, I'm not even gonna lie. This not manual. Okay, M3 by 10. I'm pretty sure I just put those away. Unless, no, these are M3 by 8. M3 by 10, I just put the bag away. Who's having fun? Let me know with a like if you are enjoying the live stream. I'm enjoying your company. I think what I should do is put music on during the live streams because I need to devote time to going through Epidemic Sound and finding new music. We could all just listen to music on Epidemic Sound and then you guys could be like, ooh, this is a good one for a video. And then we also just have music while we're... It's an idea. What do you guys think of having music during the live stream? And helping me find music for future videos. This should go back in the bag with the couplers. It would not be like full volume music. It would be pretty quiet. All right. Thread. Wait, did I just go next or back? Ah, this is the front. Okay, so we have to come back and do this later. Yeah. Let's make sure that we're getting a good first layer. Cloud not working, of course. The frame can also be, yeah, you said, okay, I read that already. Next. Side skirts. So we'll do the whole frame later. In short. Okay, frame will finish later. Next section. Loading. You will need 4 extruders in total to assemble the box turtle. You can build one at a time or all 4 at once. Just make sure you have 4 before you move on. We'll remind you again in the next section. Okay, Heatset Inserts, yay! Let's move all the frame pieces out of the way because we're not doing the frame right now. Can you guys tell I'm really trying to be much more organized this stream? I learned a lot of what not to do during the ERCF saga, I would call it. And I'm getting, I think, better at putting on a live stream that doesn't devolve. Then again, the SV08 has been a real pill, the SV08 tool changer. You guys are awful quiet. It's starting to get a little lonely over here. Okay, we need a trash can here. That much I will say. Heatset insert time. Heat this up. Let's get some extruders. That's this. No, that's this. 1, 2. Let's It's the lid. 3, 4. These appear to be the lids for them. 3, 4. Now, this goes like this. Ooh, that stinks. So, oh, I can actually rotate this. I just now realized I can rotate the instructions. Great one. All right. Here we go. One heatset insert. Ooh, my phone only has 20% battery remaining. 2 heatset inserts. I do have a way to charge the phone from the ceiling, but that's all right. 3 heatset inserts. Okay, I like to do the same hole on each one. 1. 2. 3. Now, I don't trust the P1S, so while I do this one, I'm gonna go check that first layer. Nice to have a cordless soldering iron. Okay. Great. Will I do a Box Turtle giveaway? I hadn't thought about it. Maybe. I'll ask LDO what they think. 4 heatset inserts? What do you mean? I'm doing 3 on each one of these parts and then moving on to the next hole. That's why I keep counting 1, 2, 3. Let's see, yeah, you guys see me? Yes, this is a soldering iron. It's a pretty good one if you ask me. They sponsored a video and I like it, but they don't have like heatset insert tips. I wrote to them on their live chat and I got just a weird reply. Background music is great. Okay. Anyone, how do other people feel about background music? I even forgot I asked you guys about that. Now we need 1 heatset insert on each of these. Which goes on this corner. Yeah, I kind of don't get the fuss about heatset insert tools and all that. Like, I do just fine, as you guys can see. I mean, we can try the background music thing. You were a few minutes behind. Ah, got you. Got you. We can try the background music thing. Give me a sec to finish some of these. I don't know how much longer we're going to go, but let's take a moment to thank PCBWay, by the way, sponsor of all my live streams. PCBWay does all the things. If you need something CNC machined, they do that. If you need something machined out of titanium, they do that. If you need so many things, guys, they can do so many things for you. and you should check them out because they have a discount coupon in the description if you use my link, and they can make PCBs for you. But they can also do all kinds of things for you. And they're just wonderful supporters, not just of my channel, but also so many of the channels in our niche. In fact, most of them are supported by PCBWay, which amazes me every time. They really are carrying this entire niche on their back. So thank you, PCBWay, for your never-ending support. At least I hope it's never-ending. And now, back to me narrowly avoiding burning my fingers. Almost done heatset inserts. Just getting these in. So far, this is going rather smoothly. Compared to my tool changer project, holy crap. That thing's cursed. Even Jack came over yesterday, tried to do the simplest thing, flashing firmware. Spent most of the day on it. Cursed. Couldn't get anywhere. Cursed project. What soldering iron is that? This is the Fantic, I think it's called a T1 Max or an E1 Max. They sponsored a video. So if you go back and look, there's some discount coupons for it. But it is a wireless soldering iron. It's pretty useful. Okay, D2HW micro switch. There's also a stand for the soldering iron, but it's packed away somewhere. So this is another one of those fancy micro switches. Drop the bearing into its slot. I put the bearings back. Drop the bearing into its slot. Oops. Making sure that it slides freely. Bearing. Bearing. Slot. Gotcha. Bearing. I might need tweezers for this. And some light. Damn, that's good. Then this goes in. But what, the micro switch just goes in by pressure? Yeah, look at that. No hardware. Maybe something's coming up behind it. Okay, let's do 4 of those. You know what's funny is I'm pretty sure I have these bearings just in my Gridfinity cases. I don't know why or how, but I'm pretty sure I have a pair of them. Or a lot of them. What's RRF mean? Ah, rep firmware. That's cool. I've never tried it. Whoa! Please don't get lost. Yeah. Okay. Not so micro switches. Kaplunk. I'm gonna regret not recording B-roll when I have no B-roll of this entire build, but meh, you know? That's very nice. One more. Did you put in the earrings? I did put in the earrings. I chose to go with pearl. Diamond is a little, I mean, diamond is for nozzles, but I went with pearl. All right. Assemble the drive gear as shown. Note, align the grub screw with the flat side. Yes, of course. That's what grub screws are made to do. Thank you again to LDO and Polymaker for supplying the kit and for supplying the filament. You guys rock, and I love you. All right, assemble. Drive gears, assemble. We got this. You want the wires to go back through that hole? Okay. Good that you say. That's not a big deal to do it now. Just gonna put a little stress on it, but TPU needs to be dried, I think, at 55. See. Mounted, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I should just have one. But it's also, the lighting would have to be different here for me to be recording B-roll. Like, this is enough light for live streaming, but it's not enough light if well, it actually might be. Depends on the lens. Yeah, wonderful. All right. Assemble the gear. I mean, I could just mount a camera right up there. It's actually not hard. I probably will. Then again, my phone's going to die soon anyway, so we're probably going to cut this stream short-ish. That goes like this. Look at that. It's a hardened extruder gear. Wonder why. There's no grub screw here. Why is there no grub screw? I used the wrong one. I love a good grub screw. Don't you guys? Just love a good grub screw. Like a good grub screw, you know? I'm just messing with you guys. You know what else I love? Is a good hex driver, a dedicated hex driver, rather than switching the bits on an electric one or... I like dedicated hex drivers. Top down is an iPhone camera, yeah. It's just easier, and I don't really want to hang a $3,000 camera and lens setup from the ceiling. I mean, I do it sometimes, but I just don't like to do it. All right, that's that. That's this. That's this. Now I guess I should do that a few more times. That's one. Yeah, pre-applied thread lock is quite nice. All right. I need a trash can. Okay, let's get all these ready. I'm batching within the batching. I want this one. I want this one. I want... You know, you can microwave your filament as long as it doesn't have carbon in it or any RFID tag. If you're 100% sure there's no metal, you can just microwave for 30 seconds. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. I take no responsibility if you set your house on fire or burn your filament, but I learned it from Igor at My Tech Fun, and I've been doing it. And when you're impatient and you just want the filament dry, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, do 5 rounds of that, your filament is dry. Yeah, I use my iPhone for a lot, believe it or not. I used it for the podcast as well. It says don't tighten fully at this time. Well, it's okay. Grubby, grubby, grub screw. Yeah, the microwave is a game changer, honestly. But you got to be careful. If there's an RFID tag, you're going to go boom. That is where your food goes. Yeah, I have another microwave. I wouldn't do it with ABS either, you know? Though I have to wonder, like, okay, if you dry your filament in the microwave and then you just leave the microwave open for a day, like, I'm no expert, but I would think that the microwave would not be absorbing VOCs, you know? Okay, that's 4. 10% battery on the iPhone. Why don't we take a break from iPhone, charge it, and you guys can kind of look at my ugly mug for a little bit. Okay. Is that charging? It is not. Something seems to be wrong with this cable. There we go. All right, we have 4 of these things assembled. Let's put the little bearings on there as well. Bearing, bearing. All right. Bearing, bearing. I want to make sure all the printers are doing well. So while I put these bearings on, I will go check printers. Thank you very much. BRB. Okay, everything's working, surprisingly. These are all built. What's the blue and white text on the wall behind me? That is an inside joke for the Hebrew speakers, but it basically shows support for the people of Israel, like the Jewish people. It's not like anti-non-Jewish people. It just says in a very tongue-in-cheek way that the people of Israel continue to thrive. Let's put it that way. It's tongue-in-cheek. It uses nasty language. All right, let's do this thing. So now we just drop these we just pop them in. Why does it stick out? Because the bearing's not going in yet. Well said. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. Persuasion tool. Nationalism sucks. You must live somewhere where you have the luxury of not thinking about nationalism or your ethnicity's survival. That's all I have to say about that. Ooh, these are a little tough. I like that you think you can go one day without 3D printing drama. Wow, this is a little tough to turn, but it turns. All right, all 4 done. Now we close it with an M3 by 8. M3 by 8. Yeah, I would say I live in a place where nationalism and the survival of a people who have been repeatedly subject to genocide and persecution are the same thing. So it's not actually about the people of the state of Israel live. It is the Israelites continue to survive despite the best efforts of many, many people throughout history. That's what the slogan means. Mike. All right, so now we put these back together with M3 by 8s, 4 of them. Let's do it. One. Why? Why now? Why is it not going in? And these are red, which means push it good, as someone said in the chat. 1, 2, oh, those are tough to get in there. Three. Mike, why don't we keep it on topic? I'd love to engage with what you're saying, but I think you and I live in different realities in terms of our day-to-day struggles. So why don't we keep it to 3D printing? One, two, three, and the 4th is there. But what I don't get is why that screw exists in the bottom. This bottom one, why does it exist? I guess just to make it hard. Like there's a heat set insert and then it's inset and then there's a screw. And I wonder why that's there. And I suspect it's to make things, yeah, let's direct the chat away from politics. I like that. All right, so that one's all screwed in. Yeah. I don't get paid to watch you put kits together. Do you get paid to talk politics? Okay, cool. Well, there's this cool feature, Mike, that I have access to. If someone doesn't respect my very gentle request and polite request to keep things on topic, it's a pretty cool feature. It goes like this. You just hit one button, and then we never see you in any of our live streams ever again. It's fun how that works. It's a pretty cool button. I don't get to press it very often, but yeah, it prevents filament squish. That's what it looked like. All right. Squishy, squishy, squish. Squishy filament squish. Let me see if I can just go get a camera. I don't want to get sucked into B-roll mode, you know? How many people are here? Yay? Am I getting yays for banning someone? It's like, you seem to have confused me for someone who likes war or wanted war. I was perfectly happy before someone declared war on me and my children. Sorry. I mean, I agree with you. War sucks. Please stop declaring it on me. All right. Let me get a camera because I'm starting to feel guilt and shame for not doing my job, which is making content. Oh, that's the light. Oh, my wife is calling. Hello, darling. You're on speaker and I'm live streaming, so don't say anything super embarrassing.
All good. Hi, everyone. I'm gonna write you a message then.
Is it? I can mute the...
For live streaming.
But I can mute the microphone if you need to say something to me. I can mute the mic if you need to say something to me.
It's just boring. It's just boring. I want to ask you to consult about whether or not we should send our son to some other kid's house if one of the family members is sick.
Sick with what?
Boring, see?
So what are they sick with? What are they sick with?
I don't know, fever.
I mean, I would say, I wouldn't ruin his day. I would just say I would say something along the lines of takpidu lo ladbiku to ki anachnu metailim.
No, he said the other kid will stay in the room. But even the girl he's about to visit, and if she was sick, then her brother is sick, she's no longer sick, but she didn't go to GAN. So, you know.
It's up to you. If that's the case, I would probably say something along the lines of let's do it another time. It's just not worth it, you know?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I might take the kids to the gym.
Okay. The whole chat is like, hello, wife, hi, wife. Yes. All right, honey. I'll talk to you soon. Well, tell me when you want me to come. I can stop the live stream whenever.
Okay.
Love you. Bye. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Huh. Your SVO8 woke up and started working. That's awesome. I'm very happy. Check this out. Come on down. Literally. I forgot that I have this stool here that I can just sit on if I want to. I'm gonna totally take Jack's suggestion and I'm just gonna have a camera above me that's just gonna record. I'm really glad that your SVO8 just works. But that issue, the whatever, you know, thing, that'll creep up after a long print, like in the middle of a long print. You know, it's not, doesn't mean that the problem's fixed. Okay. You guys are gonna laugh at how easy it was to get a B-roll camera set up, and I was hemming and hawing about it. It's actually pretty good. But what we need to do is put a remote, because every time I touch that overhead, it's going to shake the camera. All right. Man, I want to go to the Gymboree. Haven't been in ages. Yeah, exactly. Truthfully, I could get this camera hooked up so you guys could see this camera. Do you guys care, like, to see what's actually happening on the table? Because I can do it. It's just not super easy. I need another USB, and I guess I might as well. Is this tight? Is this gonna fall? I really don't want you to fall, please. This is a brand new lens. Okay, cool. How badly do you guys want me to hook this camera up right now? If it's like, we're just as happy to watch, I can move this stuff, then yeah, it would be easier for me to not have to. Are you guys happy to just see what's happening here? Or do I need to rig this camera? Let me know in the chat. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is that not recording? Oh crap, I need to record, I need to, what's it called? Charge all my batteries. They are not charged, and we won't be able to record anything if we don't have batteries. Get on over here. Let's go like this. And plug this in here. And this one, plug it in here. Yeah, we need to get some batteries charged. Quite desperately, in fact. We got nothing. I drained all my batteries, dudes. Let's charge a bunch of them. There we go. That's not a good sound. One of the batteries is making a like wah 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 sound when I'm charging it. Lovely. Okay, well, seems this one's mostly charged. Yeah, all right, whatever. As long as we have something charging. Not worth the risk. No, it's fine. Want to see the table. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Cool. It's a very, very close-up shot. And anyway, you guys will see it in the actual video. Now, there we go. All right. Wonderful. This is a very overexposed shot right now. Can you demonstrate the sound again? It's like, I don't know. It's a weird one. Don't laugh at me. Or laugh at me, you know what? It's cool with me. I'm gonna have so little B-roll of like the whole process. I guess I could use a lot of the B-roll from the live stream. It's just in low quality. Ah, dude, we're on an f4 aperture. That explains a lot. What are you doing on an f4 aperture? You know, when your camera is just like, bro, f4, and you're like, nah, homie, 1.7. And it's like, nah, dude, 4. And you're like, 1.8 final offer. You know when that happens? And then you gotta undo your lock lever to adjust. So annoying. Why? What mode am I in that it's behaving this way? Okay. Why? 1.7. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Great. Great. That's more like it. 4 to 5 printers built, 0 video filmed on them. Yeah, that's always my problem. I have this saying that I say in my head where I'm like, it's literally your job. I'm like, oh, I don't want to set up a camera right now. I'll be like, it's literally your job. No one's paying me to build the printer. People are paying me to make videos. It's literally your job. Do your freaking job. So I do. How's that autofocus working out? I feel like not well. That's another one done. And another one done, and another one done, and another one bites the dust. Bump, bump, bump. You may as well be speaking Hebrew to your wife again. I have no idea what aperture means. All right, who wants, let me know in the chat if you want a little lesson on content creation. And I'll explain. Yeah, careful with the camera. It's further forward than you guys can see. I would have to like lean over the table. Let me know if you guys want an explanation of what I was just saying. Aperture, stuff like that. In the meantime, we need to change battery. That was awfully quick. And another one down, and another one down. Another one bites the dust. This is actually my old camera, because the new camera is that one. And this one, if it falls, will be a tragedy, but a lot less of a tragedy. Just inserting the Bowden coupler in the splitter. I think it is better to heat up the part and insert. Okay, good to know. And another one. Okay, you're back on the wrong aperture. Happens to the best of us. And let's go manual focus. I'm feeling lucky. Autofocus manual. Because I do not trust this camera. Not even a little. In fact, the reason I bought the other camera is because the autofocus is supposed to be better. And it is. Great. Okay, a lesson. So, a camera is a lens that lets in light, right? There are different ways to control that light. So let's imagine you have a shutter, right? One of these things. I think it's actually called an aperture. But you know, one of these kinds of mechanisms. Yeah, it does look like the International Space Station. There are there are actually 3 ways to control the amount of light that comes in. The first, and let's just think of a still photo for a moment. The first is amount of time that it's open. Does it go like this and then close? Or does it go like that? That's shutter speed, meaning the speed of the thing that shuts, shutter speed. The second way to control it is how big does it open when it opens? Does it open like this or does it open like this? That is aperture, and I'll get into in a minute why that matters. The third way is sensitivity, ISO, image sensitivity something. I don't know what it actually stands for, but it's basically how sensitive is the sensor. Now, I don't know if that was a thing in film cameras, but in digital cameras, I can tell it how sensitive to be. But the problem with that is each one has its own side effects or byproducts. The problem with that is there's a native place where it wants to be, and if you go higher than that, then the film can get grainy, okay? The shutter is in front of the sensor and controls the time it is exposed, correct. Now, so that's the side effect of playing with ISO or sensitivity. The side effect of playing with shutter speed is you can get motion blur. So let's say I have too much light, I'm filming outside, and there's no such thing as too much light as far as I know in filming. Sometimes if you're in direct sunlight, you'll put a filter, but you can always control, and at least for my work and the conditions I'm in, you can always raise the shutter speed, lower the ISO, change the app. You can deal with more light. Let's say you don't have enough light. You're recording inside a printer or something. If you go too low on the shutter speed, meaning keeping the shutter open longer for each image, it's a little confusing when it comes down to video. You get motion blur and it doesn't look normal and natural. So the general rule of thumb for video, International Standards Organization, the rule of thumb for video is you shoot at 180 degrees, meaning the shutter is a direct proportion of the frame rate or the aperture. Basically, you set it and there's just a rule, and that's just how it works. I think it corresponds to the aperture. Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know if Martin's bullshitting or not. Anyway, I don't mess with shutter. Shutter, I've messed with it one time on accident, and you can tell which video. You don't mess with shutter in video. It makes a lot more sense if you're shooting high-speed photography like race cars or sports. We don't mess with it. Now, what really matters in content creation is aperture. And let me look at the instructions. What really matters is aperture, because the effect of altering the aperture size is depth of field, meaning I can just demonstrate really quickly for you guys. If you have a low aperture number, I believe that means that the aperture is not opened large. I don't actually know, but this is a 1.7 aperture. See how everything is blurry in the back? But now if I take, oh, we're locked here. If I take the aperture up, I need to unlock the camera, because this is one of those things I don't allow the camera to do on its own. If I take the aperture and I crank it, whoops, it is not going to let me for some reason. Well, the point is, how much of the image is in focus or not in focus? Meaning, is your depth of field a couple centimeters, like I like to do on B-roll? So like this will be in focus and then this behind it won't be in focus? Or is it, that's in, here, look, you see, that's in focus and even here is blurry. This is a very shallow depth of field. Whereas you can set it to get the same amount of light if you compensate with ISO and shutter and stuff like that. You can set it so that they'll both be lit up. All right, that's a lovely tangent. Now let's drive gear alignment. Why did this guy shut off? All our equipment's going. All right, drive gear alignment, insert a piece of filament. I had a piece of filament here. Where did it go? I mean, there was some filament in this box as well. Here. All right, drive gear alignment. Let's align some drive gears. Filament goes in from here. And that needs to go back a little bit. Thanks. It gets more restrictive with higher numbers. Low is large. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. I, to be fair, was a teacher in my last gig. An online teacher. So, yeah. That's the lesson for the day. So you guys got your Yiddish lesson and your videography lesson. I have news for you guys. I can't actually move this over. It can't be aligned. It's ever so slightly off and it cannot go where it needs to. I mean, not ever so slightly. It's like half the way off. That's not good. Are they all like that? Yeah, they are. Okay, any suggestions, guys? Because it's off by like a millimeter, and I can't push it that way more. I think it'll work, but I think it'll work. It'll grab onto the filament, but it's not pretty. I don't know what to do. Maybe on this one I can get like another half a millimeter, but it is not going to line up. And this doesn't spin nicely. Maybe in time it'll break in. The grub screw is engaged. It's not able to be aligned because there's the plastic piece of the gear. Meaning, like the black plastic piece of the gear is preventing it from going where it needs to go. So unless I can slide the black piece, which I think comes mounted as one piece, also it's shaving the plastic. Make sure the bearing is all the way in. It's actually, so if, hang on. I'm not sure what's happening over here. This guy seems to be losing power. Can we get close-ups of the bearings? Hold on, let me go back here. Main camera. So, let's see. Oh boy. Let me go over there. Check it. So, I need more light. Hang on. Okay. We got this, right? You see that? It's not lined up, and the black plastic is preventing me from pushing it to the left more so that it'll line up. So it sounds like you guys think that maybe this bearing is not in all the way. See, not lined up. Record some of this. Recording. All right, let me go back to the chat and see what you guys think. But also, the bearing is all the way in. I mean, I see it from the other side. Don't maybe it. Let's check that first. Okay. Yeah. Take the side off. Okay. I wonder, I think they're all this way, by the way. Yeah, they're all this way. Some are even worse. Yeah, they're all exactly the same. All right. Back we go. Let me turn off that light over there. Two. Okay. 3. Yeah, I'd say the back bearing is off and is pushing all of it too far forward. Let's find out. Let's find out. When you say back bearing, you mean the one that's deep in there. No. No, the other way. That would mean that bearing is too deep. So you sound like you think I need to get it in here deeper. Let's try the persuasion tool. See if it makes a difference. No. Yeah, that was it. That was it. I pushed it in the other side and it was all the way down there. Okay, what is this print for? This is a open source, multi-color, basically an open source version of the AMS. Yeah, I thought that the bearing, I didn't realize the bearing should sit flush. I thought there was a lip. My bad. My bad. Let's go. It also spins freely now. Yeah, that explains a whole lot. Don't you love it when you waste like 40 minutes? Great. You could hear when the hammer seated it. Yeah, I thought there was a lip that was going to prevent it. Now I'm wondering, there's kind of no way for me to... I'm pretty sure I could do this without taking it apart, but I'm just not going to mess with it. If in doubt, give it a clout. Is that British slang for a whack? A smack? There's a Hebrew saying, what doesn't go by force goes by more force. No, you don't reuse AMS parts. This is a kit. It's all purchased and printed, and it's open source for open source printers, not for Bamboo. So think Voron, SV08, Klipper. All right. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the giving it a smack. Oh wow, you wasted 2 years trying to get the... Are you being hyperbolic, or did you actually try to get the ERCF working 2 years? Nothing would surprise me, you know? Okay, I'm just lining up these drive gears. Clout equals whack, smack, hit. Okay, good. So we had our Yiddish words of the day. Now we've got our British words of the day. Courtesy of Maker Milo. Make sure to check out his channel using the link in the description. It's probably, I don't know, but probably full of all kinds of Britishisms. Give it a bayou bump. I like that. I like the bayou. Yeah, this thing works for everything Klipper. That's correct. We're fans of open source around here. Bayou bump. Here we go. 1, 2. That's not it. Oh yeah, you can definitely hear when it gets in there. We'll film the next one. I was laughing at yours. Thanks, Milo. Love you too, buddy. As I said, 3D printing YouTube's most lovable idiot. Still an idiot, but lovable. Tappy tap tap. Actually, my banner for Smurf, if it hadn't gotten lost, that was what it said. I was like, I don't know what my slogan is to put on a banner. So it literally said, the next layer, 3D, and it was a picture of me doing something dumb. 3D printing YouTube's most lovable idiot. Okay, that one is miraculously just aligned. make sure it's tight. It is. Grubby grub screw. Wake up, camera. Let's do this. All right. Da-da. The love tap. There it is. Wait. It's sitting on the screws, which is not great. But that's in there now. .404 banner not found. Good one. Nope, they never found it. It was lost and it wasn't cheap. Not thrilled. All right, there we go. There we go. Let's line up. And tighten. I'm very glad that I didn't just fudge it because it was very wrong and it was scraping. And I didn't record any of that. Wonderful. Great. Okay. Next. What's going on with this thing? It's just not working. All right. We tested. We're good. Okay. Greetings from Arkansas. Thanks, man. Appreciate you watching the videos. All right, now we need to put a coupler in each one of these on both sides. Let's go. Couplings. Making it rain, couplings. Okay. Now we need to take the rubber thing out. This one doesn't have one. I am gonna put it on the edge of the table and give it a clout. Boop. Headphone warning. Boop. Rubber seals out. Let's move this camera. Great. Bazinga. So Milo, I'm curious how you would compare this to the ERCF if you got yours working. What made you gravitate towards this if you have a working ERCF? It does like a good whacking. Not so pro tape. For these ones I use a clamp. That's smart. My parts are pretty off. They look nice, but they're pretty off. So I'm gonna stick with the hammer method. It's just faster. And my methods guarantee male orgasm. No, I'm just kidding. My methods guarantee success. Dude, Stream Deck, why? Why are you asleep? Falling asleep on the job, man. I don't know. Annoying. Maybe my cable's going. All right. Did anyone get that reference? My methods guarantee. I had no need for the 12, yeah. Yeah, that's another thing, like loading the ERCF and climbing up on top of the printer. It's not bueno. It's not fun. Get in there. Little schmuck. All right. Let's not forget, 2 hours in, to thank PCBWay, sponsor of this live stream and purveyor of fine goods, whether you need CNC machined aluminum or titanium or whatever you want. PCBWay can make it. Use the link in the description. Get $5 off your first order. PCBWay is a huge supporter of my channel and many, many, many other channels. Do make sure you support them. And even if you don't know how to design PCBs, you can order from their shared project library, and they'll get you all sorted. Thank you, PCBWay. You guys rock. Support removal. Let's play Find That Part. That's it. Do I need 4 of them? I do. 2, 3. Don't mess with me. Don't tell me I'm missing 1. Really? I have 2 of this, which I don't need. Bro, come on. Well, I guess I had something fail, and I forgot to reprint it. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool. All right, we need an extra 1 of those. I'm back. What's the name of the filament recycle business? Recycling Fabrique? Okay. Support removal. That is really, really nice. Of course, when you turn on the camera, then it stops working nicely. Funny how that works, huh? For interior designs. Hello. Welcome. I'm missing pieces. I hate that. I gotta print another one. Okay, let's get the idler. Assemble the idler by placing 2 needle bearings, I assume that's these, in the idler. Why is this shaking so much? Just won't stop. Okay. Let's assemble needle bearings, idler. Now is the time to lubricate the needle bearings. You got it. Lubricant. Look at that. They even sent me LDO branded grease. Too cool. Okay. Lubricant in the thing. Put some in the other side for good measure. That should do it. And we pop this guy in. Oh. Well, I guess that did it. Is anybody still out there? Awful quiet. Awful quiet. Yeah, we need to print another one of these. What's my favorite thing about 3D printing? Making new stuff. It's my favorite thing, period. It's just making cool new stuff. Okay, needle bearing, needle bearing, needle bearing, needle bearing. Get this little rod thing in. Okay. Of course yeah, I put it right. Okay. Click that thing in there. Clickety. Third one, and then we're gonna need to print another. Normally, I use Polymaker's ASA. This time I used ABS, which is ever so slightly different looking. But I wanted to save the ASA. What do I do when I run out of stuff to print? I take on new projects and print more stuff. Like right now, you saw I'm covering every surface in my studio with honeycomb wall or multiboard. Insane project. All right, cool. That's done and lubricated. Required parts, M3 by 30. But I only have 2 of them. Why do I only have 2? There should be 4. There we go. Hardware for wheel, but there's more of them here. Nope, those are 35s. Well, I just so happen to have M3 by 30s kicking around here somewhere, so I'm not going to stress about it. There's probably more in the package somewhere. All right. Now we put this thing on the other thing that we built. Okay. This thing goes like this. M3 by 30 goes in here. Thanks for being on the live stream, Milo. Super helpful. Okay, there's this free swinging guidler. Very nice. Let's do another one. Good. And the third one, and then we'll have to do the fourth one later. Frustrating. Also, I'm not going to be able to finish this project because I'm going on vacation tomorrow. M3 by 30s. All right, I thought I had them here. They're not here. So we should find some M3 by 30s. Those are 35s. Okay, we are missing 2 M3 by 30 screws. There should have been 4, there were 2. I will let Jason know. But that's not a big deal. Unless they're here. Oh, no, I was wrong. There's 4 right here, so I must have used the 2 for somewhere else. What has been your favorite print to make in the K2? I made a Deadpool helmet, which is pretty sick. I haven't shown it yet on the channel, but it's pretty cool. So that was probably one of my favorite ones. It wasn't even multicolor, it's different pieces. Thank you, DJ Ward. Appreciate it. All right. Now we just need one more of these idlers. I'm just going to triple check that I don't have it here, because it would be a shame to... Oh, almost lost the whole thing. Yeah, no, we need to pick another one. This is ugly, so it's going in the trash. Swing and a miss. All right. I'm probably going to call it quits on the live stream, guys, because I need to print another piece. And I think we've been going for a pretty long time. Do make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. And we're going to do a video on this whole thing once I get it up and running and working. And I love you guys, and you rock, and thank you for tuning in to the live stream. Yeah, I'll do a comparison between all the different tool changers and systems. That's a good idea for a video. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in and keeping me company while I do this. This has been pretty fun. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao.